The heat that we experienced this weekend did not stop many from heading downtown for the Austin Pride Parade. The celebration comes as a national nonprofit shares new estimates on the number of adults who identify as LGBTQ+. Here in Texas, that data from the Human Rights Campaign estimates that population is more than 2 million people now. We want to dive deeper into those figures with Charlie Floor, who is the Associate Director of Research for the Human Rights Campaign. Charlie, welcome to our show, and thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So it's my understanding that you helped write the report looking at the nation's LGBTQ+ population. So first, talk to us about why it was important to look more into this and share these kinds of figures.
Yeah, it's very important to understand the size of the LGBTQ+ community for a whole host of reasons. The major one being that LGBTQ+ people are a large voting bloc. We're your coworkers, we're your family members, we're your teachers, we're your doctors, we're everywhere. What that means there's a lot of consequences and a lot of meaning to the community. And at the end of the day, it's important to know where we are and who we are. And the reality is from these estimates is that we are here.
So nationally, the report estimated there are nearly 26 million LGBTQ+ adults living here in the U.S. That's about 12% of all adults in the country. How did your organization go about determining that number?
Yeah, we utilized data from the U.S. Census Bureau. So in 2021, in the Bureau's, for the first time in the Bureau's history, they began collecting sexual orientation and gender identity data through the U.S. Household Pulse Survey. So we used a series of data from 2021 to 2024. Unfortunately, the Trump administration has ended data collection on sexual and gender identity. In fact, they've done it in over 360 separate federal data collection efforts. This is going to be the last case of federal data collection like this for quite a while.
Well, I wanted to point out in February, I was reading about Gallup estimated that the country's LGBTQ+ adult population was about 9%. How do you explain that difference between what you all found and what Gallup shared?
Yeah, so the way a question is asked and the way and how surveys are fielded can affect the way that an estimate looks. And in the case of our data, it's very likely that the way that the survey was administered created a greater sense of privacy and confidentiality that would lead LGBTQ+ people to feel more likely to disclose or report their identities. And so the idea isn't necessarily that LGBTQ people are growing or that the population is growing, but that we have always been here. It's just a matter of, are we asking the right questions and are we doing it the right way?
Well, there is such political scrutiny focused specifically on the transgender community. We have been covering that here in Texas especially. So what insights did your report find about that population of the community?
In terms of the trans community, we found that over 2% of the U.S. population identifies as trans, and that estimate, like all the other estimates in our report, was higher than we've seen elsewhere. But at the end of the day, our trends and what we see across all the distributions match what we see in others. We just tend to see overall higher estimates. Our estimates are sound, they're rigorous, just like other estimates. They just go about getting there in a different way.
Well, one final question for you, Charlie. Your report estimates that the LGBTQ+ adult population in Texas is about 12.5%. How does that compare with other states? Is it comparable to other places? I mean, how does that kind of fit into other states?
It's comparable. It's above the national average, so that's how it roughly compares to other states. So it gets a little bit more community than the average state.
Okay, well, Charlie Floor with the Human Rights Campaign, thank you for joining us for talking about this, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.